would like it to be more of, let me say, interaction, so that I also end up benefiting from overall. Thank you. My topic here is the cyber bullying, or the general gender-based violence, which mostly, like our mothers can say, who are more vulnerable. Okay, let me just say, whenever we talk about violence of any form, we know the ladies and children are more likely to be vulnerable on that. So to understand it all, let me start by giving. I would like to project it here, but I'm sorry the chat did not permit that. So let me just read it from my system here. Gender-based violence refers to harmful acts directed at an individual based on their gender. So we have many ways of violation, or maybe making the harmful part of being into a designated group or gender. Say. So we have a physical, sexual, emotional, and economic abuse. When we say physical, it's just like a physical abuse. Maybe you just look at someone who seems to be of another gender and you directly abuse her, which are all part of things that have been just like, let me say, a bullet to each and every of our sister. There's been coming vulnerable on those effects of gender, which make them to be like, let me say, more volatile and other things. So this physical is one of the major form of abuse, which directly abuse show an impact or harmful to a woman or ladies. And we also have sexual, emotional. Emotional is something you can do without even knowing that you harm that person. So let's just be very careful of how we interact with our sisters and brothers in our workspace, in our business, so that they will feel among us. It's a clear fact that they are the backbone of the society. They are mothers, they mentor us before any other coach or teacher per se. So let's just please have a form of minimizing those attacks to our dear mothers. We have types of gender-based violence, like I mentioned, physical violence, which is hitting, slapping, beating, or strangulation. Use of weapons against women or more vulnerable people that seems to be in most of our camps, like ED camps and other workspaces. And we also have sexual violence, which is rape, rape, forced sex, unwanted sexual contact, sexual exploitation, or coercion. One of these I would like to give more emphasis on sexual exploitation. Is what seems to be more common in our society. You cannot offer a direct help or a support to a woman without maybe requesting or having it in mind that will benefit from one thing or the other. So this is also one of our major problems in our society. Women, most especially our sisters, used to come across those kind of challenges, where in form of workspace, the question for job opportunities that they are entitled, but they cannot be offered unless if maybe there is a request directly or indirectly from them. Our dear brothers, please let's just work hand on hand to see that those our mothers, sisters are fully respected, recognized, and feel among in our society. We also have emotional violence, which is physiological violence, verbal abuse, threats, humiliation, intimidation, controlling behavior. You see, in this form, we normally used to also attack our dear sisters in terms of attack. Maybe you know that you are more strong and powerful than her. In just a simple argument that you and her can be able to understand others, then you will come up with threats. I will attack you, I will beat you. So these are the things that are killing our sisters in our homes without knowing. You may do it to another one, not knowing that someone is paying it back to your sisters. So let's just work hand on hand to please try and protect those kind of are the most common violence that normally seems to be an attack to our sisters day by day. What are those causes of risk factors? You see, in anything, let's just also focus on the root cause. What causes all this and how to mitigate them in our society? The gender inequality. A society where they have it in mind that ladies are normally vulnerable, they are not more likely to be a woman. There is a high risk of that attack to them as long as people are not looking at them as a woman being. So you see this inequality, you have to make sure that your mother is a woman also, your sister at home is a woman also. So let's just have that respect with them so that at the end of the day they will feel among in our society. We have cultural norms and beliefs. I will not give more emphasis on this, but I know it also contributes to the effect of gender in our society. We have some of the radicalization processes which none of the religion teaches that women is not among, women are not to be respected. But there are some beliefs from a very minor group of the religions who come up with the idea of that giving not more emphasis to the woman. So that is not more common in our society. We also have economic dependence. Let me just give another emphasis on this. If all women are economically dependent, I think they have come up with a half of risk. They reduce the risk of coming towards this gender-based violence. Because if you are financially capable, you will feel respected. Those women that have it in men that have it in mind that they will disrespect you or treat you per se, will have to respect you because you are financially stable, you have what you are doing, you don't rely on anyone to survive. So this is also one of the most important aspects of which our sisters here are advise us to be self-reliant, so that at the end of the day you will be respected as well. We also have weak legal systems among our risk factors. A society where the legal factors are not so much standardized, there is high risk of those attached to a woman since I know that there is no one can stand for her. So those referral centers, I know here in Sokoto State we have many, so I urge them to just give more emphasis on those legal actors. They are here to defend our sisters as well. We also have conflict and displacement. If you go to some of the camps, you see many sisters here are looking for a way to survive. That is also another way. They have no option. They are being displaced. Their husbands, parents are no more with them. Who will take care of them? Those kind of conditions also yield to the effect of being at risk of those factors. And the last one is social acceptance of violence. So you need, if any society have to understand that these are our sisters, this is what they want from us. They don't like anything other than to be respected, to feel among, so that they will not have any form of bias that will let them to be indebted into this for any form of this protection or gender-based violence. We have effect of gender-based violence, which normally results to injuries, bruises, futures, chronic pain, sexual health issues, STIs, HIVs, unwanted pregnancy, reproductive complications, miscarriages, unsafe abortion, disabilities of death, and homicide, suicide. Because at the end of the day, all these things result to let me say, depression. From depression to think outside the box, so that maybe when someone is depressed, he has no option, the world feels unwanted, he doesn't have anything, so all they can do is to commit suicide, which is a very wrong idea. I will not advise us to take that as an action, but to know the ways that you can reduce being at risk of those sexual harassment or the cyberbullying. We also have mental and emotional health, which is PTS, anxiety, depression, panic attacks, low self-esteem, shame, guilt, suicidal thoughts, sleep disorders, nightmares, flashbacks, substance abuse. One of it is this issue of substance abuse. You have been attacked or sexually harassed. Then the next thing someone can introduce you into is to like abuse those substance abuse so that you can be able to forget the situation you are in, which is a very wrong idea that can lead to you may not feel like this is painful anymore, but the attack or pain it has triggered into your mind is a life destroyer. So I advise you to be more of like checking out whenever you feel those kind of things. Try to have someone, be it sister, a mother, auntie, ciwon mace na ya mace ne. So please let's just use that wisely so that at the end of the day you have at least a simple person that no matter what happened to your life you can be able to reach out to them so that they will know this is the situation you are currently in. They will guide and give you a robust idea that will reduce, they will not end it, but they can reduce the pain in you so that at the end of the day you will come to overcome all those kind of issues. We also have economic consequences, which is stigma, isolation, loss of family, community support, school dropout, or interrupted education. This is also to our brothers and sisters, because sometimes if a sister is being sexually harassed, one of the people that normally used to hate her or stigmatize her is the people who are close to her. So let's just don't have this in mind, please. Whenever you encounter a sister or a friend, a neighbor, sibling, happen to be into those kind of harassment, please try to bring her close so that at the end of the day you can be able to understand, guide, protect her, so that the pain will be reduced systematically in her. Prevention. Let's just know a ways to prevent and reduce the risk factors toward this. We have community awareness and sensitization. This is a very good thing this organization is doing right now. It is all just bringing the issues to the table so that all of us can be guided. How can we reduce those risks to our sisters? We the men, which are mostly like let me say the organizers or the people who used to make those things happen, because you hardly see a woman sexually harass her fellow women. It's hard on that. So please, it's from our side, our brothers, let's just work hard and hard to see that we have based on those awareness they are making, to see that we have reduced those risks within our society, so that our society will be more of religious and educated society where everyone can feel among. We also have strengthening laws and enforcement, free legal-led survival centers, court process, documentation of evidence, forensic kits. This is one of the preventive measures toward this. If our society, legal society, that would, also if I'm making any mistake, we are already in the field now. Nigerian Bar Association, I believe I'm saying the right thing here. So please, let's just know that we rely on you to survive or to fight against those kind of things. Whenever there is a case of rape, the victim should not feel more pressure on. You have to register this, you have to wait for Attorney General to sign this, you have to pay for this, you have to come 3 times or 5 times in a week. These are the kind of things that normally disappoint people. They don't used to feel like they will be helped toward this. So our legal practitioners are just making a call to action. And we also have economic empowerment programs, a way of training and empowering our sisters so that the aforementioned risk factor that I said, economic stability. Once they are economically stable, I don't believe they have come across like a half of being at risk to become or to endanger into sexual harassment or abuse. And we also have support services, one-on-one counseling, support groups, peer mentorship, referral pathways to mental health services. Most of the people in our society, especially our local communities, they don't have a way to reach out to those referral centers. So this is one of the major challenges to us, because in some community, low-level community, if a sister or a member of the family is being sexually harassed, i.e. raped, the next thing is to bury the case so that she will not lose a husband. She will know that didn't happen to her unconsensual. So the next thing she will need from everyone or the society is that dependence. Let everyone come on board to see that she has been attacked, and all hands will be on deck to see that that issue has been, the legal action has been made towards her, so that at the end of the day, the reduce of those occurrences will be low. So, in conclusion, gender-based violence is a serious human rights violation that affects individuals, families, and entire communities. It comprises physical, emotional, sexual, and economic harm directed at someone based on their gender. GBV not only undermines the dignity, safety, and well-being of survivors, but it is also weakens social structures and hinders development. Okay. Ending GBV requires coordinated and collective action from all stakeholders, including governments, community leaders, society organizations, and individuals. Strong legal frameworks must be implemented and enforced to hold perpetrators accountable and protect the rights of survivors. Equally important is community engagement, especially through awareness campaigns, education, and support systems that empower people to challenge harmful norms and promote gender equality. When communities work together to create safe environments, challenges stigma, and support survivors, meaning an ba da guidelines da kuma shawarwari akan abin da ya shafi cin zarafi akan uwaye da kuma 'yan uwanmu, kannanmu da 'yan'yanmu mata. Abinda muka magana akan cin zarafi na gehen jinsi, na dai wannan abu ne wanda ya kasance kamar cutarwa ko kuma cin zarafi ga mata akan zamantakewar su ta 'yan uwa mata. Abu ne wanda ya zamo koma bayan cikin al'ummarmu. Mace ba za ta iya, in most cases mace ba za ta iya samun taimako ko tallafi ba akan abin da ya shafi neman aiki, kasuwanci da mu'amala ta yau da kullum ba tare da an nemi wani abu daga gare ta ba, wanda ya sa mata sun kan zamo ƙasa ta hanyar cimma wasu ci gaba da kuma cin moriyar demokaradiyya ta rayuwa. So abubuwan da ka kawo ɗaya daga cikin waɗannan kashe-kashen na cin zarafi, akwai bambancin jinsi kamar yadda ni yi magana, a ce wannan mace ce a cikin aji ta fito ko irin organization na makaranta ko na anguwa, ai mace ce ta fito takara wani abu, ba za a bata ba saboda mace ce, suna da naurau. Abinda take da shi na kyautata ma al'umma da abinda take tsare-tsaren da take da shi a matsayinta na mahaifiya zai iya fin na namiji. So wani raunin da ake cewa suna da su bai zai zamo rauni ba, as long as mace tana iya ɗauka ciki wata tara ta haihu ta yi renon ka girma, the next mutumin da za ka fara kallo a kan mai rauni ita ce. Ba mu yi makan adalci ba a wannan fanni, kuma ya zama koma baya abin da ke cutar da ɗan uwanmu mata ta rashin samun wasu abubuwa na rayuwa waɗanda da za a ba su dama su samu za su iya kawo ci gaba ko kuma mu amfani ga abin fiye da su kansu maza. Akwai abin da ya shafi kuma bambancin al'ada cikin fannonin abubuwan da ke kawo wannan abin da nake lissafawa. Bambancin al'ada a wasu al'adun duk da yanzu addini ya yi bayani a kai, mai yawanci za ka cimma a cikin ƙauyuka ne ɗaiɗaikon al'ada ne za ka cimma za a ce mace ba za ta iya yin kaza ba, mace ana iya cin zarafinta babu wanda zai magana. Wannan ya karanta cikin society mu yanzu, so ba zan yi magana a kan shi ba sosai, amma akwai abin da ya shafi economic dependence, dogaro da kai, wanda shi ne ka jawo kashi 70 cikin 100 na faɗawar mace cikin wannan al'amari. Idan mace tana da abin da za ta dogara da kanta, sana'a yi, aikin yi, ko wani abin da take yi da za ta iya ɗauki ƙarancin lalurorinta, can ta ragu daga haɗarin faɗawa cikin wannan abin. Saboda mafi yawancin yana faɗowa ne ta gehen tambaya, neman alfarma ko neman taimako daga namiji. Kuna magana more likely on cyberbullying. Za ki iya ganin Facebook kila ki ce wanga kila yana ɗan da hali, to Allah turo min kaza in sa kaji ko in sa da the next abin da zai ce to ni kuma turo min kaza. Abin nan da za ki turo mashi mutuncin ki ne, darajar ki. Lokacin da za ki tura mashi zai iya amfani da shi ta hanyar ɓata sunanki, addininki da zuri'ar ki gaba daya. Abin da zai baki ba zai iya cire wannan abin ba. So mata don Allah mu mai da hankali akan sana'a. Akwai abubuwa da yawa da idan kina yi ko a gidan mijinki babu wannan yawan bani a bani kaza a yi min kaza, kuma yana ƙara daga daraja da martaban mace a duk lokacin da an kasancewa cikin al'umma tana iya yi makanta da lura. So economic independence shine major threat gare ku kanne da kuma yannan mu mata. A dogara da kai an yi ta hanyar da za ta kada ku cikin waɗannan hadari. Akwai abin da aka ce ma karancin doka ko shari'a. A jama'ar da suke da karancin doka yana ƙara sa mata cikin haɗarin watsawa cikin irin waɗannan al'amura. Saboda idan shi namiji mai ra'ayin yin wannan ya san cewa in na yi babu abin da za a yi, babu kotun da za a yi maki tsaye, za ka ga suna kuka ba wallahi in yi mace kaza duniya babu mai tsaya maki. Idan society mu tana da ƙarfi wurin kula da shari'a da kuma doka, ina da tabbacin ko da za ka yi tunanin wannan abin da zai wata su maka da rai na shirya zama gidan yari. Za a samu rabuwa ta faruwar mata cikin waɗannan hatsaruran. Akwai conflict and displacement, specifically gudun hijira. A lokacin da za ku je camp kuna ganin mata ba ma camp ba suna nan cikin hankali, an yi sallah za su an kashe biki na ban san inda tsiyana suke ba. All she need is to survive. Dan abin da za ta ci ne. So wanda za ta zo da wannan baki san wanda za ki ta nema wannan tallafin ba, wani zai iya baki amma da wani condition. So wa'annan abubuwan suna ɗaya daga cikin abubuwan da ke ƙara kaɗa mata cikin wannan yanayi. Sai kuma abin da yake social acceptance, ana kiran shi kamar fahimta ta al'umma. Wani fahimta ne na maza cikin community su ya za mu kalli mata, ya muka kallon mata. Za mu cimma an kaji Saudiya akwai wasu suna ga an ce kamar Pakistan. Duk inda suke aikin haji, maza za su riƙe hannuwansu hakan da matansu ne tsakiya. Wurin ibada ne, amma sun ba da su ƙarfi da kuma kula da kariya ga matansu. Su ga daga shiga ko faɗawa cikin irin waɗannan matsaloli. Mata a riƙe addini, a riƙe addu'a, a yi hita mai kyau. a lokacin da kin kai haka mutumin banza ba za ki yi attractive din shi ba, sai mutumin kwarai. Maza ko ba su shawara kallon mu da ke cikin gida, mu muna zama kila da wasu mun san masu irin waɗannan abubuwan, mun san hanyoyin da suka bi su kai. Ku zamo closeness da kallon ku mata, saboda kuna iya fahimta abubuwan da za su iya faruwa da su fiye da har da uwayensu mata, saboda abin da zai za a zo a yi mata namijin gidan uwanka kana da experience kila, ko kuma ka taba comment across wani close wanda ke da wannan halaye, ka san yadda yake abubuwan shi. To ku zamo direct support ga 'yan uwanmu mata, saboda a rage wannan abu ne wanda addini da al'ada ba su yarda da shi ba, kuma nan duniya da lahira duka akwai hukunci mai ƙarfi a kan wannan abubuwa. Daga ƙarshe yana fata Allah ya taimaka ya kuma ƙara muna yawan ƙungiyoyi a cikin jihar mu da Sokoto waɗanda za su yi faɗa da gudunmawa da ceto haƙƙin mata 'yan uwanmu kamar haka. Na gode ƙwarai.